Hi guys, I'm Riley and I just got access to the new AI agent, Manus, developed by the Chinese company Monica. This agent is currently still in beta and invite only, but we'll talk through how you can register for an invite and then dive into the actual product. So here you guys can see the landing page of Manus.im. They have a brief intro video as well as some great use cases to help you understand how you could use the product in your specific life or work, as well as at the bottom here they have some benchmarks. So effectively they're saying that in some capacity it outperforms OpenAI deep research, which I guess this could be a comparable tool in some regards, but it seems like it's positioned a little bit different, more as an operational agent than a deep research mechanism. So real quick, before we dive into the actual product and results, if you are interested in getting early access, just click on Get Started. And then there's two options if you have an invitation code or if you want to join the waitlist. So I joined the waitlist yesterday, and you have to fill out a brief survey about why you want access. And then I think I got access within an hour or two, so super quick. So into the product now. So I've already started to run a few test use cases here, just because it does take some time for the model to compile the results. So this is essentially the frame that you'll see when you get into Manus. So it does look kind of like a normal chatbot that you would expect to see. And from here, basically you can enter in whatever sort of prompt that you want. So the prompt that I actually told it to run two different prompts. The first one was along the lines of the travel planning example that it gave. So my prompt was something along the lines of this: plan a 9 to 14 day trip to Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica. I will be flying solo by plane. From LAX to Costa Rica, and we'll be meeting 4 friends, 3 other friends there. We do not want to rent a car, and would like to stay in a house. We are flexible on travel timing, but would like to go before September. Please keep weather and budget in mind when planning. All right, so I think it took about, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes for it actually to run. So here is the results that it gave me. All right, so actually I'm going to go back real quick. So while it's running, this is what it looks like. So it's effectively scanning different websites and compiling results, keeping in mind the parameters that I had given it. So it's kind of fun. You can look at actually what it's doing. So right now it's scanning the web and looking at different flights from LAX to San Jose, as I had mentioned. Okay, so the results that it gave me are pretty comprehensive. So let's see. I've completed a travel plan for Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica based on your requirements for a 9 to 14 day trip before September without renting a car, needing an accommodation for 4 people. Here's the plan. They recommend traveling in late April to early May for the best balance of weather and pricing. Period falls at the beginning of the green season. All right, so then it goes into a breakdown of a few itinerary options, a housing recommendation, some transportation solutions, given I didn't want to rent a car, and then complete cost breakdowns. So it looks like it puts them into an external document. So, okay, so there's quite a few documents actually. So let's look at this one first. So kind of breaks it down into a formal plan with the executive summary, recommended travel dates and weather considerations, some accommodations for people that are in houses through Airbnb and VRBO. That's awesome. It browsed a few sites, and then recommended booking windows, which is super cool. One thing that's not necessarily adding up is the time frames. I don't know if it has context that we're in March right now, since it says to book 2 to 3 months in advance. And then some estimated costs and how to get there. But that's awesome. So it's basically giving me options once I fly in and where to connect. All right, and then it's breaking down what to do each day. Very cool. All right, and then 14, practical advice. So this is awesome. I would definitely use this to plan a trip. I'm not sure, because I haven't run through like ChatGPT or the other deep research tools, how their travel might compare for an output like this, but it is pretty comprehensive in terms of the information that it provided and actual tangible results too. I love the fact that it is looking at multiple websites to help craft the perfect plan. All right, so I was hoping to share another example, but I actually reached the maximum daily usage limits, so unfortunately I won't be able to do that today. But my initial reaction to this is that it's super useful. I mean, I think agents will only continue to get even more useful as they start to further integrate into different systems and software. So that's, you know, something to look out for. But in the early stages, I think this is definitely a useful tool. I love all the examples to explore. I would love to use it for more like research analysis, data analysis questions, and then also there's some cool productivity hacks, and then kind of what the fuck examples. So yeah, I mean, initial reaction is that this is a really useful, cool tool. I'd highly recommend you to sign up and explore for yourself how this might help you with either work or your day-to-day life.